Hey guys, it's Karen, and it's Monday again. This is going to be, I think, episode 3 of Monday Again weekly updates. This week was kind of weird. First off, it was Mother's Day, and where I worked it was super busy. And so we ran out of gravy, so we had to close early. It was packed. And also last night, the power went out because a car hit a lamp, a PG&E electrical pole, and it blew up a couple transformers, and there was a lot of fire, and the entire town was black. So we went outside, and you could actually see the stars. And you'd think that in a town that's as small as Lafayette, that you would be able to see the stars anyway. And you can, but like all the lights were out, and you looked up, and it's just like, it's so nice to be able to see the stars, and it's something that we kind of take for granted, and it makes me kind of sad. I grew up on a farm, so we got to see the stars all the time, and I didn't really realize that when you grow up in the city, or when you live somewhere even in town, you don't really get to see them that much. So, I don't know, I just wanted to say that stars are kind of underrated, I guess, because we don't get to see them as much, especially when we live in a highly populated area. Random. That was so random. So anyway, yeah, the power went out and it didn't come back on until like 4:30 in the morning. And our internet's been up and down all day, so hopefully this will upload on Monday. Otherwise it will be on Tuesday, and that will be lame, because I said Monday again, and it's not Tuesday again, it's Monday again. So anyway, just so you know, I'm recording this on Monday, but if you don't see it until Tuesday, it's still technically Monday, because that's what time it is right now. So anyway, I've got a lot of stuff to talk about besides what happened to me this weekend, like you guys really care anyway. So I have some new things that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a Copic Color of the Week in all of my Monday Again episodes from now on. So stay tuned for that. Of course, there'll be the triple shout out action. And let's see, what else was I going to do? Oh, I was going to talk to you a little bit about some different things that I'm going to be planning on doing on my channel. And, of course, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, because I'm trying to build up my FAQ list. That way, it'll be a little more complete, because right now it's not very complete, I guess. So, if you have a question, I'll have a link to my FAQ, and if the question is not in the FAQ, please feel free to leave me a question, because I always like to answer questions, and it's fun. So, anyway, on to the other things that I need to talk about. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is I'm going to start doing reviews, and ooh, that's kind of hard to look at. I'm going to start doing reviews of different things, and this one is the one I've set up for erasers versus different things that you would, normally erase. I have different types of things often used for line art, and things that you would often erase. And I just have a whole bunch of different types of erasers lined up here. Just to kind of use to compare. So I have all the different types of line art tools or sketching tools that you would typically use in a piece of art, along with some different types of ink, like Higgins by, oh, who makes this? I don't know. Chart Pack, I think. That's where you can buy them, is on chartpack.com. I think they're made by maybe not. I thought they were made by Strathmore, but I guess they're not. And then I have the P.H. Martin's Bombay ink. I only have black, but it's a really dark, really nice one. And that's on the bottom. And so basically I have a whole bunch of different interesting things that that you can kind of look at to compare. So basically what I would be doing is erasing down each column with the different kinds of erasers. And then you'd be able to see how these things kind of work with these erasers, or how well the erasers perform in general. And yeah, so that's basically it for the eraser review, and I'm also going to be doing different types of reviews for like different papers with different mediums. So I have a whole bunch of these, and this is kind of like from the economy on up to like the middle ground in price to a higher price, and then to the very most expensive. And these are all papers that I typically use with Copic markers, and since that's really mostly what I do, that's kind of what I'm going to be focusing around, is Copic markers and colored pencils. So basically, I'm going to be doing a lot more reviews, like different line art tools on their own and how they react to Copic markers and all that good stuff. So if you're into reviews, I'm going to start doing them probably weekly, if not then bi-weekly, just because they're not that hard to do and they're kind of fun. So, and I hope that they'll help answer a lot of questions. If you have ideas for reviews, please leave them in the comments section below. Okay, so now I want to let you know that a lot of my old videos I am going to be deleting. I'm not going to be deleting any speed paintings or anything like that, but certain videos like my recommended papers video I'm going to be taking off because I'm going to be doing a redo of that, since I have since found some other papers that I like more than the ones in the video. Also, there are some different tutorials that I do need to finish. I am recording tutorials. I've had a little more time now to do them since I haven't had a lot of commissions lately. I've had more time to do tutorials, which is exciting because I do have a lot of them. So you might see another tutorial in a couple weeks or so. And I know that I have said in the past that, oh, I'm doing tutorials, and then I never do. And I really do apologize because I am, you know, like I have said before, busy outside of my YouTube world thing. So anyway, but I have scripted a whole bunch of them, and I am in the process of recording a bunch of them, and I just want to record a whole bunch at once, and then I'll be able to post more. I'll be able to post them at intervals in the year, and that way you'll get them at a steady rate instead of me waiting forever and ever, and then you'll get a burst of them at once, and then you'll have to wait again. So anyway, expect a couple more speed paints this week, and what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Anyway, I'll be deleting a few videos. I'll make a new intro welcome to my channel video because the one that I made a long time ago is pretty old. Not to mention my hair is like super terrible in that video, and like I was really inexperienced in a lot of my older videos, so I'm going to be doing revamps of a lot of them. And I know that some of you guys might not agree with that decision, but I mean, I really want to clean up my channel. It's got a lot of videos on there that not a lot of people watch anymore, so I'm just trying to make my channel a little bit less jumbled up. So that's about it for that. And this next clip is about a Copic marker of the week. So I hope you enjoy that, and I'll catch you later. Okay, hi everybody. This Monday Again episode is going to be featuring the first of many Copic Color of the Week features that I'm going to be doing. This week I chose E51 Milky White because it's probably my most used color in terms of skin tones. You can get the color E51, which is Milky White, in Sketch. The refills, of course, which is like this. So this is what a refill looks like. And you can also get them in Shows. And I don't think I have... Oh wait, I do have one in that color. Let's see if I can grab it. You can get it in Shao sized markers. And you can also get them in the original, which looks like... It looks like this. It's a square marker. I don't have E51 in this size, or style, I guess you would say. But anyway, this color is great for skin tones, and I'm pretty sure most people who use Copic colors already have this color in their collection. But if you don't, I really recommend that you get it, because it's just a really versatile color. You can layer it to do a lot of shading. This was all done in E51 except for her top and her eyes. You can get a lot of variations out of E51. So it's great for light skin tones and some blonde hair. And great combos that you can do with E51 are E51 and BV02, which is this color, Prune. You can do great shading for indoors and also sunsets, because both of those settings kind of have a yellowish light, and when you shade you kind of want to do a complementary to the color that you are shading with, or using light with. And for E51 and BG11, these are also great for shading skin outdoors or underwater, because those tend to cast a blue color in the shadow on skin, especially when, let's say, the day is really nice and clear. The blue from the sky will actually reflect in the shadow on the skin. And also underwater, light refracts in a certain way underwater, so that blue is easier to see than other colors underwater, which is why the ocean looks blue when you look at it. Fun little fact there. A complementary color to E51, I believe, would be BV17, which is this color right here. Deep reddish blue. That's probably the closest I have to a complementary color for E51, and that's the color I used in her eyes. They stick out really nicely against each other. They're really bright when used against each other, and they look really nice. So I would recommend those for like a eye color or maybe a pattern in clothing. Typical skin combos that you'd use with E51 would be, what I usually use is E51, E quadruple 0, which is floral white, E11, which is barely beige, this color, and then E13, which is light suntan. And as you can see here, I did kind of like a shading of a face, and I didn't sketch it, so it's kind of wonky. But that's basically what all those colors would look like together. So that's basically it for the color of the week. Thank you guys for watching this, and back to the rest of the Monday Again episode. Some triple shout out action. I'm going to be trying something a little different today. I'm going to be showing you different artwork that was art traded with me, if that makes any sense. And I'm going to be doing shoutouts for the people that traded art with me. I know that technically when I did the drawings for them, I already gave them shoutouts, but that was a while ago, and honestly, I've recently got one of the last ones, and oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So the first shout out I'm going to be doing goes to Mary Draws 95, and I'll show you the artwork right here. Okay. So that's the drawing, and oh my god, it's amazing, okay? This is just gorgeous. It doesn't even look like, I don't know, it just looks like a poster on the camera, but it's actually, an original, it's a watercolor, and it had a funny little speech bubble here that said, if you wanted the full body version, you should have paid the warranty, which I think meant, that I should have paid shipping if I wanted a full blown picture of him, I guess. I don't know. Or like bought artwork from her. And after seeing this, even though it took a long time for it to get to me, I probably would buy art from her because it's really good. And she lives in Romania, which is probably why it got to me so late. And I really don't blame her at all. I know that the postal service this year over there was pretty whacked out because of the weather. So it was definitely worth the wait because this is an awesome drawing. Okay, so the next one I'm going to be doing is for Miss Bleach Fan 101, and I know she's pretty popular already. But what the hey, this is one of my favorite drawings on my wall, and I have a lot of drawings on my wall. This is a drawing that she did of me and my husband at our wedding day, and I think it's just so adorable. It makes me so happy every time I look at it. So that's the second shout out is for Miss Bleach Fan 101, and I kind of put it on this weird paper that I drew for a background. It looks kind of crappy. And it says artwork by Miss Bleach Fan 101. And I do that with a lot of the different pieces that I've done. Like I kind of mat them like a scrapbook. Anyway, the next one is going to be for Flightless Wish. Because when she did the art trade with me, she sent me these really great Pokemon drawings that are pretty bright. And they pop really well, and they actually get more attention than the artwork that I actually asked for, which is okay. But the one I actually asked for was over here when we art traded. And it's of a fox, and it's floating up into the night sky with balloons tied to it, and I think that picture is really cute. I love the way that the blue pops against that reddish-orange fox, and it's just so cute. So anyway, those are my 3 shout-outs for this week. Okay, so last but not least, I just wanted to say thank you guys for being subscribers. I really, really appreciate all the faves and likes and comments, especially the comments. Those are probably the biggest thing. And of course, all of the hi kitty, all of the support that you guys give me. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you guys later. Tune in later this week and you'll see the review video. I might even record that and post it by tomorrow. I'm not promising anything, but I'm pretty sure that'll be by the time that's uploaded. So anyway, thank you guys. See you again next Monday.